making a mistake, go all in. I believe that they are completely table stakes for entrepreneurship in a 2017 environment. You have to be on there and you have to figure it out. You have to produce video, pictures, written word, and all the above. It is content, 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 content. As much as you can pump out, you can give me every excuse. Give me every excuse. You can't afford it, you don't have time, great, then you will not win. If I don't do the push-ups, if I don't do the sit-ups, then my body's not gonna be in better shape. If I don't eat the right foods, then my body's not gonna be in good shape. If you do not put in the work, you lose. And I'm going to give you probably the most important part of this keynote right now. I'm gonna unlock something for all of you right now. It's very basic, but it is massively important, and I think it is the permission that all of you are looking for. The single biggest reason that most of you are not producing enough content on social networks today is that you're a perfectionist and you've overthought the content. And what that really means is the following. I want you to start thinking about the world differently. Instead of creating content, I want you to start documenting it. When you understand that it is documenting over creating, you will win. If you're worried about the lighting and the makeup and the background and the sound, you will be crippled and you will not produce content. If you're worried about how many likes you get in the first hour, and if it's not enough, you take it down because your self-esteem is wrapped up in it, you will lose. You will. Because then you will not be able to produce the amount of at-bats that you need to succeed. So if you don't know where to start, and you own a law firm, if you don't know where to start, and you work at a company and you want to start building up your personal brand as the leading expert in Star Trek, the movies, you have to start putting out content. It is the only way to succeed. It is the only way to get the attention, and then you can deploy it into your business. If you become the person that talks about Star Trek every day on Instagram and Facebook, and lots of people watch you, how do you make money? Lots of ways. You can start selling t-shirts with your reviews on it. You can start doing events and charging people to come and talk to you about it. You can do tons of things. You sell products, you sell services, you sell experiences. The business models don't change. No matter what you do, you're basically selling something, or you're selling yourself and your time. That's it. Like, it's not super complicated. Well, how do I make money? I don't know. Sell something? Wine Library TV. I sold you wine. Or build around what you're talking about. I became one of the leading voices in social media. I built a firm around it, and I didn't want to sell to my people because I want to give away the content for free. So I sold the biggest brands in the world. You know, the Pepsis and the Unilevers instead, which allowed me to continue to do what I do every day, which is the final thing, which is 5149. What does 5149 mean to me? It means the greatest model in business history. Are you, as an entrepreneur and a business, giving more value to your employees and customers than you're asking for in return? I wake up every day obsessed with the notion of how do I bring more value to the other person than they do to me, thus I have more leverage. Leverage is the game. Leverage is the game. My assistant Tyler has a fun job. He gets to see my inbox. Lots of things go on in my inbox. Crazy stuff. Like people that want to meet me or do things that we looked up to growing up. Famous people, this and that. The one thing he knows that I always ask is, did anybody on our team ask for this to happen, or did this come naturally? If it comes naturally, I'm all in. But I have no interest in giving somebody the upper hand that I want to see them over them wanting to see me, because I'm not willing to give up the leverage. You can call it ego, and it is, but I promise you what it really is, which is, I got nothing to say to you. It's gonna be a waste of your time and mine, because I don't want anything from you. I want you to want something from me. Then I want to have that leverage in my back pocket, and my greatest dream is, I never ask for it. That is the ultimate form of giving. To give without expecting to receive, because here's what happens, my friends. When you give without expectation of getting back, you get back at a macro that you could never imagine. Every morning I wake up on Instagram and have 100 to 500 direct messages of people asking me for shit. My time, my money, my Rolodex, all of it. Ask. And it is just noise. How could I possibly do that? I'll just spend the rest of my life doing that. Why would I do that? I'd rather give that to my family and closest friends. We are in a society where people expect. They expect people are giving them something. They expect that the government's gonna take care of them. No matter who's in the White House, half the country thinks the government's gonna do right by them. I expect nothing. You know why I'm the happiest guy you'll ever meet? I have zero expectations of others. Zero. I have zero expectations of others. I am never let down in my business career, ever, because I don't expect a thing from anybody. And that is the greatest way to live. And these are the frameworks and mentalities that I'm trying to get you to debate in this room that can get you to success. Now, content, because I want to end with this, because I want to give you something practical. I may be good on camera, and that was my gift. If you watched me try to put together 2 sentences, you would laugh your ass off. Some of you got emails from me and direct messages. I can't spell, I have zero grammar skills, and the only reason I've written 4 New York Times bestsellers is because I have a ghostwriter who takes my words and transcribes them into English. I'm not capable. Which means that when the blogging era came along, and I thought it was gonna be huge, guess who sat on the sidelines? This guy. I didn't have the money to hire a writer to do what I do now. I surely couldn't communicate in writing form. But when YouTube came along, I went all in. You need to figure out your medium. This is back to self-awareness. You may be a great writer. You may be great at voice, podcasting. You may be great at video. And by the way, if you're great at video, do video, because it is the #1 platform. I mean, you may be a cartoonist. I don't know. But here's what I want you to figure out here today, now. What the hell do you want to happen? I live for legacy. I live for legacy. And so I know exactly what I want to do. I want to build the honey empire, the greatest business of all time, in the best way that it was ever done, from the heart, doing the right thing by everybody else, building the biggest building in town, because that's it, my friends. There's only 2 ways to be the biggest. You either build the biggest building in town, or you tear down everybody else's buildings. And I think most people try to tear down everybody else's buildings. And my thing is, I'm talented enough to just build it. So I want to do that for one reason. I was very affected by Silicon Valley idolizing Steve Jobs, and everybody started treating their employees poorly because that's what he did. I want to build the biggest building, the greatest honey empire, because I want everybody to see that, holy crap, you can build $1 trillion business by being a great person. Because I want all the kids that grow up now and behind me to look at me as the idol, so that they treat other human beings well, so they love meritocracy, so they love capitalism, not when it's convenient. I love capitalism so much that when I lose, I'm happy because I deserved it. Because that's the game we're playing. Figure out what content best suits you. Don't draw a line in the sand and tell me that, oh, I don't like social networks. Do all of them, learn all of them. If they come and go, it doesn't matter. The learnings will matter for you. Find your space, find your voice, work your face off, figure out what you're selling. Jab, 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 right hook for all the people that follow me, which means bring value, bring value, bring value, then ask. Too many of you think it means bring value, bring value, bring value, and then take. Let me clarify one more time. Give value, give value, give value, then ask. Never allow yourself to be disappointed. Never allow yourself to be disappointed. Customers are going to let you down every day, and you can't let that stop you. It's optimism on the offense, my friends. Optimism on the offense. This is the greatest era to be alive. The data supports it. We have less global genocide. There's plenty of bad. You choose if it's good and bad. You choose if it's good and bad. You choose if it's good and bad. My mother lost her mother at 5. Her dad went to jail for 10 years in Soviet Russia because he was Jewish. And she's the most optimistic person I know. My sister had the greatest life ever and complains every single day. You choose. You. And once you choose, it's good. And once you understand self-awareness and empathy and hard work and the pillars, and once you understand the platforms that it's actually happening on. And once you stop complaining, and just start doing, funny things start happening. Your life starts to change. Good stuff happens. But I'm gonna leave you with this, and it's a pretty rogue statement. You need to stop complaining. Because the only people that are listening to you complain are the couple people that have to, because they're that closely related to you, and the other loser friends you have.
Yes.
Nobody else gives a crap. So I think we should all close our mouths, execute around what we can actually accomplish, be patient. Everybody wants it now. I've been in business for a year, what's happening? Nothing. And nothing should happen. Run the marathon with me. Run the marathon with me. Run the marathon with me.